The biggest concern is Lily's weight because she is so thin, bordering on emaciated. So the vet is going to do an ultrasound on Charlotte and Grace just to double check that they're pregnant.
Oh yeah, there are babies in there.
Babies.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I am outside here with Bear, our livestock guardian puppy. He is a Great Pyrenees with a little bit of Anatolian Shepherd in him. He is super sweet. He is 6 months now and he's doing so well. His job on the farm is going to be guarding our goats and our chickens. So we are new to goats and we just brought home Lily, Charlotte, and Grace, as well as Lily's baby last week. We have a few concerns with Lily's health. Lily was a rescue. We rescued her along with 7 other goats, and our friend has the other goats. We took Lily and we may be bringing 1 other goat home, but they came to us in really poor health. Some of the concerns with her right now is she is not letting the baby nurse from her. So right now we have to hold her so that she doesn't walk away from the baby. But see, while she's eating, I'm distracted. Now's when you should stick her under there.
She walks for the back.
Hey, that's my hair.
Well, she does that. See? My exact point.
Lily.
No, we don't jump. We don't jump off of that. We step down.
He's like, no,
he does jump. He's a goat. The baby is doing good so far, still has lots of energy, but it's definitely something that we need to keep an eye on. With babies, they can become dehydrated very quickly. Luna. This is our baby from April. She's going to be a year April 30th, and she is so big. We noticed right away Lily is severely underweight. You can't tell as much with the winter coat, but when you feel her and you pet her, she is, I mean, bones under it. We were originally told that they were April babies, so meaning under a year old. When we were looking at them and she was pregnant, we thought, oh, it must be the year before, and they got mixed up. But now we're a little concerned that she actually was this year's baby. Goats are pregnant for 5 months. That means if she's under a year and she got pregnant, she was pregnant as a baby, so that can be really, really rough on them. It doesn't help that she came severely underweight and now she's having to nurse a baby. The other concern is goats, when they go to the bathroom, it's usually like rabbit pellets, and that's not what's happening right now. It's like dog poop right now for her. These are all things that we are really concerned about. So today we want to have the vet in, and she is just going to go and do an overall exam of them, take some fecal samples to make sure that they don't have worms, and if they do, we want to treat them, make sure that they don't need any treatments for lice or mites, and get all of their vaccinations done. Also just get some tips and tricks on goats and goat care to make sure that we are doing the best by our goats that we possibly can. Oh, and lastly, Grace and Charlotte, the goats that we got for companions for Lily, are thought to be pregnant. So while the vet is here, we want to see if she can do an ultrasound and just make sure. So we have a better idea of when to expect babies so that we can be prepared. Because for Lily, we suspected she may be pregnant, but we were thinking more in a couple of months she might drop a baby, not when she did.
Hello, my friends.
This is Charlotte's favorite scratching spot. Julia found it. Gives Julia kisses. Here's Grace. They're adjusting.
They are.
Really well.
There is
Sarah
also...
wants in on these scratches. Grace and Charlotte weren't being so friendly with Lily when she got here, so we realized...
They were trying to figure out who's the dominant mom now.
Yeah, we realized we should have kept them apart, but so they can see each other. We got this free pallet, and we just built like a temporary mom and baby pen. We are in a bit of a pocket where we are here in Ontario, and when we moved to the country, we assumed it would be so easy to find large animal vets in our area, and it's not. Any of our vets that come out have a good hour drive, and I only found 2 that did goats. So the one that's coming out had amazing reviews. I did a lot of research when I was looking for a vet. I found other vets in the area, and they all recommended this one vet that's coming out. So I'm really looking forward to meeting her. She's been amazing talking to on the phone so far, and she is making the long trip out here to come and check on our goats. So the vet is here, and she is just gonna do vaccination.
Do you mind not to chew my hair?
And we're gonna get some weight onto Lily. Because she's so tiny right now, she is new to us, so she's a rescue. So we're gonna have to put some weight on her, and we're gonna get a dog coat for her.
Oh, really?
Just until we can get some more weight on her. And then after that, it's not advisable to use coats on them, but just right now, because it's cold and she doesn't have enough body fat right now. Then we found out she has an extra teat on the side of one teat. But she's got good milk. Baby's doing good.
Say hello to him.
This little cutie.
Oh, you're okay.
She's gaining good weight. So the vet is going to do an ultrasound on Charlotte and Grace, just to double check that they're pregnant and see how far along they are, but otherwise they need a little bit of weight, but they're looking pretty good.
I know it's cold and I'm sore. Oh yeah, there are babies in there.
Babies.
I would assume. Just a second. There's one for sure.
Yeah.
And you think
We're not
April?
that close.
Well, she had them in earlier together, but said that the buck was willing, but they were not having it. And then they were in with him, I think, November, December. Which puts it like end of April to May, depending on when if it was at the end of December.
I'm getting 2.
Yay!
I'm pretty sure, unless it's curled around and I'm just catching its little feet, because there's a head way up here, and then when I come and try to angle to the other side, I can see feet. It's a little hard for me to age the They're moving around. Yeah, I would hazard a guess that there's 2 in there. There's pretty well developed cotyledons. I mean, it's February, March, April. Yeah, I suppose that's a possibility, because they are maybe the head's about that big now, so you probably definitely have another month of growth.
Okay.
Which makes sense, because we're near the end of February. So. I need a needle and... Yeah, so what we're going to do is vaccinate them, and then you're going to boost them in 3 weeks, and then their babies will have antibodies in the colostrum.
She's like, no thanks.
Okay, definitely pregnant.
Yeah. She is what, 2, you think?
I think so.
It's a baby goat.
I don't know if she's There's 1 moving.
Yeah.
And 2 moving. So I can definitely see 2 here. Now, I think they're a little bit smaller. So
She said that she was further behind.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, maybe a little bit into the end of April then. Whereas you might be like more beginning of April with the other one, but still warmer weather anyways. Okay.
Good.
So,
Just in time to build a new goat barn. For all our goats that we're gonna.
Yeah, last summer the chickens got a palace.
He wanted to keep it as his man cave, but it's for the chickens. And so you think 2, possibly 3, or definitely just 2?
I didn't see a third moving, so I think just 2. And then I honestly wouldn't be shocked if this one has 2 as well. It was easier for that lady because they're smaller, so I could get them both on screen at the same time, so I knew. Whereas with this one, I kind of had to re-angle the probe to catch the other image, so was it just the other one's feet? I don't know, but...
Are you cute? You smell the other goats?
So the vet just left and she was amazing. She spent so much time with us, really going through everything and taking the time to really look at the goats, help us come up with a better plan for getting Lily healthy. She was quite concerned about Lily's health, but nothing that can't be fixed at this point. She's in good hands now. We are gonna get some weight put onto her. Baby is doing really well, really healthy, good weight, growing well. She doesn't have any concerns about the baby not getting enough milk, so that's good. She checked Lily's milk and she has lots of milk for the baby. The biggest concern is Lily's weight. So right now we're gonna go get her a dog coat because she is so thin, bordering on emaciated. I'm glad she is in good hands and so are the other 7, and I am glad to know that they're gonna have good lives ahead of them.